And the Netherlands is struggling with droughts at the moment. This summer is among the driest ones since 1901. Despite rainfall and water-saving measures by the government, the problems caused by the drought are mounting. And it will have to rain heavily throughout the Netherlands for weeks now to bring the groundwater back up to standard levels, which does not seem likely according to experts. While Dutch households were finding it hard to get their basic water needs met, a group of volunteers is trying to save fish from drying up rivers. Our next report telling you more.
This is a dried-up lake in the east of the Netherlands. Recreational fishing volunteers are throwing some slime-coated fish into buckets. But it's not the kind of catch they're used to. These people are trying to save the fish from drying up lakes. Each fish will then be moved nearby to the river Isle, a Dutch branch of the drought-hit river Rhine, which was recently fed with fresh water.
Yes, you have seen that quite right, because it's so dry in the Netherlands at the moment. Fish get isolated in puddles, mainly in the lakes near the rivers. And they dry up, so the fish gets in trouble. And we try to save as many of them as we can, using all our equipment, volunteers, mainly volunteers, very important. So that's a daily business at the moment.
The Netherlands is famed as the land of water. The canals and dikes protect against rising seas, but the country has declared an official water shortage. And one key factor in the drought is the low water level in the Rhine. Europe's mighty river rises in Switzerland and flows through several countries, including France and Germany, before flowing into the sea in a huge delta in the Netherlands. But the river water in the Netherlands is receding. Dry and parched banks are now exposed along other Dutch distributaries of the Rhine. The water in the small lake near the town of Giesbeek used to be a meter higher, but it is now down to about 10 centimeters. Volunteers from a number of angling clubs have now carried out several missions to help the stranded fish alongside the Dutch Water Management Ministry. The ministry official is surprised by the size of the catch, which is around 2,000 kilos. Even though these fish might get saved, not everyone will be able to escape the effects of climate change.
It's terrible for wildlife also, not only for the fish but also for the birds and for everything. You need water.
A year ago, dramatic floods in the same area left a trail of damage in the Netherlands, and there isn't enough water despite a brief downpour before the fish rescue expedition. The Netherlands has barely seen any rain for months. While headlines about the Rhine's low water levels have focused on Germany, the Dutch point out that they are also suffering.
Yeah, we pray for rain and we do what we can. And this is also one of a job what we can do. And the telephone is red. Now I can also two message to this morning that another part of Holland is also the same problem than here.
All the water through the Rhine River flows through the Netherlands. As most of the countries upstream face drought, it has come down to the Dutch too. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.